It's
I'm
been a
sorry.
while.
It's been.
Oh, that's a good song.
And so, you guys attended the festival of the Werebear, um, and you had some fun. You had some drinks. You had some laughs, and here you are with your new assignment to go to Baldur's Gate. I believe Ontharr said to. We'll just say that he said to meet up with a friend deep in Baldur's Gate, to get work on a caravan. Um, yeah, and as you head towards Baldur's Gate, you see these animated signs. You guys took the river, which only took a few, I believe, days, and it went by without any sort of um, like nothing of interest happened. And as
So
you,
I've got a few days of worth of spell rearranging.
yeah, yeah, so you can,
Wait, we're taking a
all
boat on a river, right?
yeah, yeah,
Rolling on a river.
on the
Is it hot?
Chyanthar River. Yeah, it's I believe that we established it's actually like about spring, so it's leading into summer.
What kind of boat are we on?
You assholes. It's a it looks like a Viking ship. It's like a standard passenger. You're one of many headed towards Baldur's Gate from
Is,
yeah.
is there a naked lady on the front?
You know what? It's not a naked woman. It's a like what's her name? Medusa. It's like a sea witch Medusa looking creature on the
Sweet.
front of it. Yeah. And it's called the Little Mist. You board the Little Mist, and you see the wow. I'm really rusty. You see the captain. He's got like a big scar over one side, and he's actually like a little gnome. And he nods at all of you as you come on, and Ondar paid a hefty price for you to be here. Mind your manners and don't get in any fights with the other passengers.
What is he? A gnome.
He's a little gnome. He's a captain. So
Captain, what's his name?
his name's Captain Swiftfoot.
How fast is the boat moving? Is this like a fast river?
It's like you guys are going faster than you would be traveling on by foot. It's only like usually what would take about 12 days is only a 3-day journey. It's going pretty fast, and go ahead.
I'm gonna wait until we get. I'm familiar with rivers, so I'm gonna wait until we get into an area where I think the boat's gonna go a little bit slower, and maybe coast a little bit. Maybe some of the sailors are having lunch or something, not rowing or whatever we're doing. And I'm gonna go, hey Thorilli, watch this, and I'm gonna hop up on the side of the railing. I'm gonna try and catwalk along the railing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pretend to lose my footing. Oh my god, it's so slippery! And I'm gonna fall into the river.
No!
Thorilli is.
Oh god, I can't
Thorilli
swim!
gonna do?
Oh no!
Alright, I'm gonna roll. Can I roll insight?
Thorilli's gonna dive in.
Okay.
And when he gets to Dandy, he has guidance.
Okay.
Am I underwater, I guess, is the big question. And will you allow a verbal thing to work underwater?
Let's roll a dex, see how you dive in. Let's see how that dive goes.
Are you in your armor, Thorilli?
Maybe.
Oh no.
I was hoping so. Maybe
Acrobatics?
not so you die, but...
Yeah, we'll say acrobatics.
Oh yeah.
So you try to dive
Belly flop.
nimbly, but you end up splashing hard against the water. Thankfully, you have your armor to protect you. And
It worked out for the better.
And actually, Zag, you can transform into beast, but I don't believe you have swim
Level 4
abilities.
is
Yeah.
level 4.
Level
is swim.
4? Okay.
Yeah. Flying
I
is
thought it
level
was
8.
climbing. Nice. All right. So go ahead and roll. I'm gonna make you roll a d20 thoroughly to see if you can cast it verbally. If you get a DC 15 with that roll.
Well, apparently I have a French keyboard right now, so give me a second.
LOL.
That's interesting.
So as you try to cast your water, just these big bubbles spew
God.
from your mouth.
Okay, so my
This
goal
was to
was
help his swimming.
my goal was to like flail frantically as I'm falling over the edge, but I'm just gonna hit the water and just dive underneath it. I'm gonna try and find some place under the water, maybe like a rock I can hide behind so nobody sees me.
All right, go ahead and roll a let's roll a performance check for Dandy.
Okay, all right.
And you get advantage because of your backstory in the water.
Ooh, all right. Didn't need it. 21.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so everything you watching Danny and all of you fully believe that he is either drowning or like in some sort of duress.
Okay, jumps in the water, turns into a crocodile.
Crocodile.
At that, you hear the sailors go, crocodile, crocodile. You see as they're holding up harpoons.
Wait,
No,
No.
I very clearly was on the side of the boat, jumped in the air, turned into a crocodile.
They ate Zag. They ate Zag.
Okay, fine.
Ronan-
No.
Ronan's
That is
waving-
Zag.
No.
That is Zag.
So I
Point
swim.
of order.
Yeah.
When I notice the crocodile, do I know this is Zag at all? Because I'm already in the
No,
water.
you definitely do.
Roll an intelligence check. Poor Thoroughly.
This is gonna be great. I'm gonna scare the shit out of both Dandy and Thoroughly.
Oh no.
Oh god.
You're all trying to screw with each other. You're gonna get a.
All right, let me make an.
We are gods.
So Thoroughly,
Oh, that is. What's a crocodile doing in this river?
yeah, both of you see a fucking crocodile just charging towards you. Go ahead and finish what you were going to do, Dandy. After hiding behind your rock.
Oh, that's it. I'm gonna watch everybody try.
Thoroughly's now trying to get back into the
find
ship.
me.
Okay. All right, go ahead and you hear just chaos. What are Rona and Halus doing?
Sorry, go. You can go first, Rona.
Oh no, I was just waving my arms and pretty much bellowing at them to stop and not hit my friend because he's a druid.
I take the rope out of my Dungeoneer's pack, and whatever hook type thing that I have in there. I know I have something, or no, yeah. I think there's like some sort of hook or something. And
A grappling hook.
There's something like that, yeah. I toss that into the water, and I yell. I just keep yelling like for Thoroughly to grab on.
Oh shit! I could be a giant seahorse.
What?
It just reminds me of that scene in The Sword in the Stone where Merlin keeps changing shapes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
grab the rope then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Seeing this happen, I'm going to dive underwater in my crocodile form and look for Dandy, who's drowning. I have to save him.
I will attempt to hide from the crocodile.
Yeah, Dandy, roll a stealth check. And you'll have to roll perception. as a crocodile. Okay, so you're able to really.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh God.
I'm like in ankle deep water. I'm just crouching behind a small rock.
Oh, I assumed you were like floating at the bottom of the river.
I can't hold. I can swim. I can't hold my breath
That's
very
true.
long. I don't think.
Rona, come help me pull him up.
Right. I get behind him and I help him pull the rope.
If in fact Thoroughly was able to grab onto it at that point.
He is able to. He's able to grab the rope and starts to kind of clutch, but the strength of Halik and Rona just kind of combined pulls him up, and he's like, whoop! And
I'm trying to run up the side.
your
Like
legs are just
repelling.
kicking, and you manage to take out like two of the sailors that are aiming their spears at Zag. All right, so Zag, you see Dandy hiding behind a rock, and Dandy, you see a crocodile, just staring you down.
I'm gonna turn around and prep a guiding bolt for the crocodile.
Yeah, do
Wait,
it.
I guess I don't know if I see Dandy.
Can we see the really like charging up his fireball at Zach?
Yeah,
I don't see Dandy, so I wouldn't, because I don't know that the crocodile's headed towards Dandy, so...
Yeah, is Dandy underwater right now?
He is. You can roll a perception check to see if you can find Dandy.
Okay. Alright, because...
Right now, like I feel like the jig's up, but I'm paralyzed in fear because there's an enormous crocodile right next to me.
Okay. You do see him. Hey, like you see Dandy in the water, and you see the alligator or the crocodile headed right towards Zag.
Okay, so... What... Alright, I'm gonna try this. And I'm gonna send Flying Banchan down
Okay.
to try to scoop up Dandy. He's a tiny little guy. And I wanna see if that works.
Let me look up the stats for a flying snake.
It's very poor strength. -3.
So you see a tiny snake headed towards you. They're all
tiny snake.
Yeah, it's the size for a flying snake is tiny.
Wait, I knew Banchan turned into a snake.
Yeah,
I know Banchan.
Yeah.
You met Banchan the flying snake.
And you see a precious little snake flying, flapping its little wings, hissing at you, Dandy, offering its tail for you to grab.
I look at it, and I look at the crocodile, and I'm like, well, I don't think that thing can carry me, to be honest. He's not that big, right? He's not like a medium-sized creature. He's like...
He's apparently a tiny creature.
Tiny? Okay, no way he can grab me. Okay, so I'm gonna reach into my pack, alright? I'm going to pull out a half flask of oil that I have. I hope it's like a dark oil, and I'm gonna lob it at this crocodile and hope to obscure the water, and then I'm gonna try and dive for the ship.
All right. So the oil you have is actually lamp oil.
I throw it anyway. Maybe he'll be pissed off he's sticky or something, or I don't know. Wait, let's see if I have anything better.
Okay.
I do have something better. Okay, so I have a packet of red dye, and I'm gonna throw it into. I will throw away my red dye into the water. And before I jump in to try and get to the boat, I'm gonna scream out, "Oh God, the crocodile got me!" as the water.
Oh my God.
Okay. Halik, Thoroughly, and Rona roll intelligence checks.
Okay.
Oh God.
What?
So, as you're watching this display, though you know that it is Zag, suddenly the blood filling the water, you think, oh my god, this might not be Zag. This might, in fact, be a real crocodile.
I've tricked them, even though they saw him.
He's possessed it.
I still don't know it's Zag.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
correct. Yeah, you really think it's a crocodile.
A
And,
guiding bolt at second level added if I heard Daddy say the crocodile got him.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Did we see Dandy?
Everything
at
gets
all?
turned around on you.
Ah!
So
Misha and Lightning.
Rona,
Cool.
roll
I'm
a
assuming a 9 misses.
Roll a what?
Ooh, that was
a
deep.
perception.
Yeah, bro. A
Perception.
9 misses. You're bad at this game.
I'm doing terrible. So let's
it's
try.
by higher level cast.
Okay, so you do not see Dandy. All you see is blood.
I'm going to attempt to sneak onto the
Oh.
boat and maybe like appear
Okay.
behind him and seem like a
Oh,
pet.
hold on. How does he swim faster than me? Hang on one moment.
Okay, all right.
I have a 20 swim speed. You have at best 15. Oh, I guess you could dash though.
Well, you go half speed in water, right?
I don't know
Yep.
the
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah, you go half.
I should have been a stupid
not
giant
very
seahorse.
fast.
So yeah, I guess technically you can swim faster than me. Oh, because you have 3 dashes, and then I'll get you 45 feet, and I can only go 40. Crocodiles are dumb. Anyways.
All right, so. Dandy, go ahead and roll. We'll see if you can get up there. Roll an athletics.
Athletics. Okay, that's
Yeah.
really bad, right? Oh, now I roll well.
Oh, that's not bad. And roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. So, you're able to find like little notches in the wood. You start to climb up we'll say the Medusa figure. Halek, you see, Halek, Zag, and Zag, you see Dandy climbing up. His clothes stained with red dye now, and he's climbing up the front of the ship. And he's able to do so pretty quickly.
I don't see him.
You do not.
Well, I'm avenging my buddy Dandy.
All right.
All right.
Zag.
I run to his aid.
Okay,
in the
before
meantime.
anything else happens,
17.
Zag, are
Oh,
you doing anything additional right now?
I mean, if I'm not gonna. I couldn't catch up to him because Crocs are hella slow, and I guess I'll just swim to the the ropes that on the side of the boat. So I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go there, and then I'll turn. And then before I get there, I'm assuming you hit me with this fucking guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Once I see Thoroughly attack the crocodile,
17 radiance.
Still a crocodile.
wait, I know that the crocodile is Zag, right?
Let's see.
I thought I did.
I do not, because I am stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, like you do. Yes.
Okay. All right. Seeing Thoroughly like launch all these guiding bolts at this crocodile, I run over and I say, no. Everybody is very confused right now. That is Zag. Zag turned into a crocodile. Dandy did a trick with some dye. Or no, I don't know that actually.
Couch.
But that's Zag. Don't try and kill him.
As he says that, I turn back into human and go, "Oi, what the hell?"
You gotta warn people, remember?
Yeah, I'll warn you
Ape.
when you're under the water next time.
Sailor.
Yell, we're being attacked and then turn into an ape? Remember that? How that worked out?
I'm sure you would
Maybe
have
not
heard
be
under
so
the water.
quick to turn into animals that can eat us.
Zach just like bashes his head up against the boat as he's climbing up.
All right. Yeah, so you see the captain come down and kind of start to lecture all of you. Now what's going on here? Who started this and who's this nonsense all about? How you are you injured? And the one of the medical staff comes running out and he's uh doting all over you. No, sir, he's looks like he's just covered in some weird red stuff. Ah, travelers. And he, like, Captain Swiftfoot just throws down in the map and says, "You best be off. Stop causing trouble.
Sorry.
We're a business ship." Oh.
You probably won't get any more trouble from us.
Guiding bolts and alligators and all the like. This is no. The people are no good.
I was trying to save my friend.
I pull out my broomstick and I kind of poke Thorelie in the back, and I'm like, "Oh man, you better get that armor taken care of. It's gonna rust if you don't." And then I'm going to flee to as far away on the ship as I can. Maybe hide in the barrel for a little while.
I'm gonna go look for a towel. If not, I guess I would use my common clothes that are in my or my winter blanket that's in my bag somewhere.
Yeah, one of the
I just
sailors
produce flame near your armor to dry you off with my hands.
I'm gonna stick to the blanket.
I just approach you with flaming hands.
You can go up to the bow of the ship like Jack and Rose. You can dry off that way.
I'm flying, Halleck. I'm flying. Go on, Thorelie. Hold out your arms.
All right.
So
Yeah,
did Captain, what was his name? Captain Lightfoot, you said?
Swiftfoot.
Swiftfoot. Did he let you left?
He's cursing at you, and he walks up back to the steering wheel. I don't know what they're called. I don't know any boat terms. Yeah, and he just kind of gruffly like checks, repositions the sails. Now dinner for them tonight.
Shrugs, makes more good berries.
You lot are ridiculous. Where's Dandy?
Oh, did you actually
that's a
hide?
good question.
Yeah, is the troublemaker
What?
even around here?
I'm trying to get all this dye out of my hair and clothes. I look like what's that movie with the pig's blood and the
Carrie.
Carrie.
yes, Carrie,
Yeah.
like Carrie right now.
Yeah, Dandy.
Ridiculous.
Head to toe red now. Even his skin has a light, more pinky than it was before.
Interesting. It's like a little bronzer or something, but it looks it just looks like I have a sunburn. Okay.
Just a tint of rose on him, because when he threw the dye, it was very concentrated in his area.
So, were you trying something new out, or?
Just a classic prank, I guess. It was funny. I mean, I guess it was only funny to me, I guess, but
Classic Dandy.
gotcha. Oh, I will apologize to Thorelie. It did seem a little later in the night. I'll bring him a drink, a goblet of ale or something nice.
I accept.
Help him dry out his
Cheers.
armor if he's still working at it. Share a drink. All right, next. And for the rest of the trip, I'm just gonna keep my eye out. I'm just gonna river watch. It's really nice. I like doing that. Looking for birds and stuff. And
All right,
fish,
roll a
turtles.
perception check while you're doing this.
Okay. All right. Maybe any weird stuff? I don't know what's in these rivers. Oh, finally, good perception.
All right. So, yeah, I would assume that you kind of go to different spots along the way and kind of keeping your eyes out. And maybe even if you don't know consciously, maybe subconsciously, Dandy's kind of looking for the signs of the Rolling Stones. And you are watching as, like, there are a couple towns dotted on the Chyanthar River, and you notice that there's a pack of river otters, and they seem to look at you for a moment and nod as the ship kind of sails away, and they turn into little dots on the horizon.
So cute. Did you guys see that? They looked at me, I swear. Everyone's gone.
Okay.
No one's
They were adorable.
I'm sure they were great.
Wow, tough crowd.
Brutal.
Zag's like, I can turn into this. No
yeah,
big
it's
deal.
like, what do you mean?
Okay,
Savage.
wait. Here's something we should go over. Maybe like over the next couple days, you can just sit down and just transform into all the animals you can turn into, and just show them to us. That so we don't try and attack you, because this has happened so much.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. So to be fair, if y'all hadn't played no trick, the first time was my fault. That's fine. This was your fault, Dandy. I just jump in the water and try and save you, and you had to go throw some red dye.
As a
Well,
crocodile.
If you
Well,
had shown up as something less scary, maybe I wouldn't
look,
have done
I don't have a lot of time to practice in the water. I am a grasslands druid. I just remembered it was scary and it haunts my nightmares, so I turned into it. That's how it works.
that. Apology accepted, Zag.
I'm glad you got that's where that was going.
We all have a share of the blame in this.
Oh yeah, we all have a share.
Classic diversion, misdirection.
I definitely don't share any blame.
Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah, what did I do wrong?
I'm not
Well,
apologizing
let's
for
not
nothing.
look too deeply into this. Let's just
Gloss right on over it.
right. Yeah. Did you see those otters over there, guys?
Yeah, they were super cute.
So the otters looked at you?
Yeah. They do. I swear. It was a little like recognition. I don't know.
And
Maybe
did
I'm
they,
crazy.
Did they wave too and say, "Hello, Dandy"?
Well, if they had gotten a little closer, I might have been able to talk. They didn't say. If they're small beasts, I don't know. I could talk to them. I'll look for them some more.
Yeah, let's keep our eyes out for any more of these. How you say, otters?
Are they like? They're cute. Are they good to eat or something? Or...
Never caught one. Don't know how good they are to eat then.
Let's not eat all the cute things in the forest.
Zach just like narrows his eyes, squints at you.
I'm sorry, we didn't have any dinner yesterday. Okay, the captain said I'm a little on edge.
Waggles some good berries.
I'll pop a few.
All right, yeah. So you are, the next couple days, kind of, this I assume happens over the days that you're traveling over. Captain Swiftfoot never seems too warm to you. He kind of just gives you the side eye every time you ask for anything.
Wonder why.
And yeah, it's you make it to the gates. You actually make it to like the one of the decks in Baldur's Gate, and you can see that it is a huge city. As you're standing on the dock, and they're helping you unpack all of your things from the boat. you see that this city is towering over you, just giant. And it's the biggest city any of you have ever seen. There are people running back and forth, and it's just bustling. And you could swear for a minute, Dandy, you hear a familiar tune, but it's fleeting. As soon as it comes, it's gone. Yeah, and as you stand in front of the doors, you see that there's just one big gate at the entrance. It is black, iron, and very heavy. And you would recognize this as the Black Dragon Gate. It's the only way to come in and out of this.
The gate of
I now
Baldur's
remember
Gate.
why I left. So many people.
I sort of grunt in agreement.
Can't you feel the energy here? There's so many people. It's. Do I hear music?
I take this moment to tuck Snake Bonchan into my vestments so that he's not seen.
So are we cloaked or somewhat disguised? You said we could swap out some of our gear for the equivalent of like disguise gear because people were looking for a party fitting our description.
Mm-hmm. You're each outfitted with brand new clothes, except now Dandy's are stained red, and you're given new armor and like shields. Yours, Rona, you can keep your shield that you were given by Pelor, but the rest of your armor they requested that they take from you and give you new. And you all look a little different, and they've given Halic a like mask to put on.
Oh, right, because they're not okay with the orcs, right?
Also, the hat of disguise for him, I believe.
Right. Yeah. I use that and I cast disguise. Well, I guess it operates as disguise self, and I just make myself smaller and less orcish.
All right. And you could swear that some people give you a second look, but you can't quite pinpoint why. But otherwise, as the really Dandy, Zag, and Rona, you watch as Halic is suddenly a shorter, more human-looking creature, a little less like himself, and Bonchan's little wing is tucked in his shirt. And yeah. And some points of order. We'll say that Ondar said that there may be someone to help at the where is it? At the Helm and Cloak or the Elf Song Tavern. There are a couple places you can go. And Thoroughly, you would know that there is a prominent temple to...
Sorry, you broke that up.
Oh, sorry. There is a prominent temple to Tamora called the Ladies' Hall.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been a part of Timora at the time I was here.
But it's like every
big.
follower of Tamora. Yeah, no,
Okay.
Baldur's Gate is like one of the places. They have 3 gods that it's dedicated to, and it's Gond, Umberlee, and Tamora. So it's a huge pilgrimage for worshippers. Yeah.
Would I remember where it was from my first visit? Probably not.
Probably, yeah. I don't think you would know. Yeah.
Well, what inn are we staying at, guys? I need to make a trip by myself.
Elf Song Tavern.
Ooh.
Elf Song Tavern. Elf Song Tavern. Sorry, I just heard all about it and I go.
What's this? You got to go on a trip on your own, or are you going to be okay?
I'll be fine.
You're not a wanted murderer here, are you?
No, I was not here very long before the number of people just got on my nerves.
Okay.
As you enter the gates, you see that it is this. You kind of start to understand why animals are allowed here. Suddenly, the streets slope up, and it's hard for even you to walk, much less how hard it would be for like a horse or something. And the people are all keeping to themselves. None of them kind of give you twice a look. Yeah, and you guys want to head towards the Elf Song Tavern, it sounds like. I don't know.
I definitely do. I'm gonna ask the nearest person I see.
All right.
Yeah, I'll back you up on that one. I don't know much about it, but it sounds nice.
My grandfather always told me about it. I never thought I'd be here.
Well, let's go. It sounds like fun.
You hear that
Supposedly,
oh, go ahead.
supposedly, there's a song constantly playing in the background from a ghostly elvish voice.
That
That
sounds
sounds scary. No.
creepy. I was gonna go
Oh,
creepy.
don't be such a baby.
We
Faced a fully grown dragon, and you guys are worried about a tiny little song.
This one, I put it really was worried about a crocodile.
Yeah. So, you head towards. They tell you, one of the people guides you towards where is it? Eastern, kind of like the eastern sector, and you walk for quite a long time, and you see a small. Actually, like it's big for you guys. It's large, elegantly built with a little bit of patches here and there, and as you enter, there's there's tap room, large number of tables, and dark anonymous booths where you're pretty sure that someone's doing some sort of deal, and one of the most notable decorations is a stuffed baby beholder mounted over the bar.
Oh,
As you walk in, the only lighting are these like blue drift globes floating, and it is pretty fucking cool. And the only thing that you can really notice is that the only other thing that you notice is that some tables are cornered off for privacy, and all of the furniture is nicked with slashes from swords or knives. And as you enter, I don't know if you guys are listening, you may hear something.
I'm going to walk in, and I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any friends or anything talking. It's kind of like got an ambiance of noise.
It's you know what? There's a few people there. It's not as crowded, but you guys have gotten there kind of early in the morning, and you're looking around, and anyone who is talking, it's more of like a quiet meeting place for whoever is meeting, so they're not very loud. It's not like a lively tavern.
I'm going to be a total weirdo and run up to the side of the wall and like put my ear to it.
A woman approaches you. She's a quiet looking, like well dressed. You're looking for something?
Oh, I heard a rumor about, and I'm just gonna. Is she an elf by any chance?
She is. It looks like a human. Actually, as you guys are, like, she's like half elf. And as you look around, it's mostly, even though it's a big city, it's mostly humans. Some half elves in the city.
I've never been here before. I'm sorry. We're actually a long travel, and we were looking for some room.
Okay. The price is pretty high to stay here. She kind of
How
looks you all
high
over.
are we talking?
Hmm. 10 gold a night per person.
What? Preposterous, I say. I'm just saying.
Well, since we're coming here as a sort of a package deal, why don't we knock that down to 8? There's a bunch of us, and we are potentially going to be here for a little while, a good chunk of time. Any interest in taking that price down a little bit? Maybe somewhere in the 7 or 8 range.
She has a smile on her face. 8 sounds good.
How sketchy does this place look, like on a scale of 1 to 10?
It doesn't look super sketchy. It's more just a really nice place with a lot of privacy. Like a lot of like
soft for 8 gold.
They'll be the softest bed you've ever slept in. Or my name isn't Alice.
Can I what's it called? Insight check her?
Yeah.
I want kind of a general insight check regarding her, the haggling, and also her claims about how great this place is.
Okay.
10.
All right. You're not quite sure, but this is maybe the fanciest place you've ever been in. Even fancier than that weird hotel you stayed in back in El Dorel, with and yeah, as you're looking around, you see that this is like, she has like her robes. It's clear that she's from money, and this place is, though private, a well kept and very nice place.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't need a whole bed. I mean, I'm a small man. If somebody wants to bunk up with me.
Hear it?
No takers? Okay. Full, one room for me. All right.
Yeah, Rona seems to be just overtaken by this, like, you're not quite sure why, but she seems to be very, like, taken back by something.
I try and follow her line of sight, see what she's staring at.
She's just kind of looking around with, like, the eyes of a child.
Oh, just geeking out, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I thought she was looking for someone or something. Are there any types around this area, this bar area? Like any suspicious types? Any people I recognize?
Make a perception check.
Let's see. Perception.
All right. You kind of look around, and you're looking, and you can hear some voices coming from behind a heavy tapestry, but as you try to, like, listen, the tavern keeper shoos you away, and as you're looking around, you just see some locals, and see 2 people kind of in the corner doing a business deal, but their faces obscured. No one. It's all like, a few of them look suspicious, but you can't really put your finger on why.
I turn. I okay. Are there any? Is there anybody around me and the innkeeper?
I would say your party is probably close by. Rona like looking around excitedly.
Just
I'm
any non-familiars around within earshot. I'd like to make sure they are not. And in the in thieves' cant, I would like to ask the innkeeper if she speaks it. What's going on with that? What's going on with that tapestry and the sounds I'm hearing? If not, it just comes out like I'm an insane person.
Oh, this one's had too much to drink, she says. to
Yep.
you. Oh, you're cut off. You're cut off. Mm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Got to start at home. That's the key.
She shoos you away. Now go have a seat. Have a seat wherever you'd like. Don't bother my other patrons though.
What is going on here?
What?
Okay.
Why does everybody always assume we're going to bother everyone?
Because we do.
We do bother a lot of people.
Zach's just looking like really fidgety and like his knot furs right now. He's like constantly twitching and like moving around because he's got an itch or something.
I take a seat at the bar and order a firewater neat.
All right. The tavern, the barkeep, kind of heads over in your direction and offers you a. Let's see. She says we don't have any firewater. That's kind of outside of our realm, but we have something you might like. It's called roll rum.
Roll rum.
It's a silver
Not
piece
sweet,
for
is it?
It's dark and kind of tastes like licorice.
Yeah,
It's a specialty.
around to that.
All right. She pours you each this like anise flavored drink that only tastes like it for a moment and then burns a little bit like fire water. And eventually you see as you sit down, you see an old man, a very old man, enter the tavern and kind of sit in the corner. And you see as he like closes his eyes and he kind of rocks back and forth, like listening to nothing.
I'm gonna wander up to the bar too in a kind of stilted, stumbling manner, like looking around, and find my seat with a difficulty.
Okay. She hands you. You see like a small menu on the in front of each of you as you sit down. It seems like there's like these exotic foods like melted cheese sandwiches and pickles and dried herring and mugs of delicious looking stew. You see as she's like handing them out.
Do you have any elvish wine?
Of course.
Could I have a glass? And she's just kind of like bouncing in her seat and looks like eyes as big as saucers. Like she wants to ask a question, but she's like very nervous. So she's just gonna say, do you know if the owner's name is Aelith?
Number fit.
It's Lady Aelith, in fact.
Lady Aelith. Is she working at all tonight, or?
Depends on who's asking.
Well, I don't know her personally. It's just that my grandfather was here a very long time ago, and he told me about her.
Okay. Grandfather's name?
That's a great question. Blank.
You can make something up for now.
Oh, I know his name is gonna bother the hell out of me. Second. I'm looking.
Rono. His name was Rono.
No, Finnegan. His name was Rono. He owned a sword. His name was Finnegan Stonebreak.
Ooh. Good name.
Thanks.
Oh. Her face kind of stalls for a minute. 1 minute. She disappears from behind the curtain for a minute, where like the food's kind of coming in and out. And for those of you, the rest of you who are sitting at the bar, Zag, what are you doing? Still kind of hopping around, sitting.
Yeah, I'm just sort of uncomfortable in my clothes, I guess. I just sort of am confused as to, like, I'm sort of, like, sticking near Rona because, like, I don't know why we're necessarily here in the most expensive inn that I've ever experienced in my life. So, I feel like she's got a plan or something, so I'll just stick sort of nearby.
Really?
I put in chat a little bit back. So I followed with them to the tavern, but before going in, I would have broken off to try to find the ladies' hall.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll.
So I'm not here. I have no idea how much this place costs. Nothing.
All right. So we'll get back to you in a minute, thoroughly.
Yep.
All right. So, Rona, you guys all watch as a woman dressed in bright blue, like clearly the color of a rich woman, comes out from behind the bar, and she's got this stunning blonde hair, and ears like Zag's, and she looks over at Rona. Granddaughter Finnegan, stand up.
Okay. She pushes away from the bar, like almost falling over in the process. Very nervously stands up.
I knew you when you were this high, and she like kind of motions below her, and she lunges in and gives you a big warm hug. It's so good to see you. Your grandfather left you something, and she hands you a small chest. Open it in private. And she looks at her barkeep. A night on me.
Oh, thank
for the
you
party.
very much. I'm sorry to say I don't remember. This is such a treat for me, though. You've been such a part of my childhood. I feel like I know you. And
you're very, very young. I don't even think you would remember going here, but you were like your grandfather's shadow. She kind of mimes you walking like a small, like a small child learning to walk, following him like this. It was adorable.
So this is from my grandfather?
He said you'd be back for it.
Wow. Thank you so much.
She winks. Have a good stay in Baldur's Gate. Be careful.
I will. Thank you so much for coming out.
And she nods, and you see her go to the old man at the side of the bar, kind of gently ask him if he needs anything, and walks away back where she was.
Rona turns to Halek, her eyes as wide as saucers, and like her face is beet red, and she just, woo! I can't believe that just happened.
Who was that lady? Who even was she?
She's like famous. My grandfather always told me stories about the Elfsong Tavern. This place is like a haven for adventurers.
Well, it's a good thing we're here. What did you get? What's in your box there?
I don't know. She told me to open it in private, but unless it's a giant dildo, I can't imagine it's that bad.
Well, go open it in private and then tell me what is in there.
Right. I'll open it later. I have to sit here with you guys for right now and just soak this in. I can't even believe I'm here. I didn't know I was here before.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, the song she grabs onto
hear,
his shoulder.
I hear it. I hear.
I've been hearing it.
Singing.
Yes, I've heard it this whole time. I thought it was going crazy.
I am like looking around frantically to see if I can see anybody singing because I don't really believe my own ears.
So cool.
So I've been kind of just like wandering around the bar, pretending to be very drunk. Now I'm gonna go over to find that tapestry that I thought I heard sounds coming from. I'm going to drunkenly pretend to inspect it and see what's going on there. Maybe is there like a false wall or something? Something behind the tapestry?
You hear, you kind of drunkenly head towards that direction, and you see that they've now put like a velvet rope in front of the area.
This tapestry is not for touching over here. I thought, I mean,
a large human man kind of comes from nowhere. Go to the bar, get yourself a drink.
I think I'm all right, but all right. You know what? You talked me into it. Okay, and I will stumble over there, I guess.
Roll a perception check.
All right.
As you make your way away from the tapestry, you're not sure. You think your ears might be fooling you, but you swear you hear a familiar voice. And it's like the kind of familiarity that sits in your gut like a 2-ton weight.
Okay. I will. I will think about it. I will think and try and recognize who it is. I don't. Let's. But did I get a direction on where I was? Was it somebody in the bar, or?
It seemed like the voice was coming. Like the tapestry's obviously hiding something. Like and as you look around, kind of the whole tavern, it's definitely a place where people can go and talk quietly. It's like kind of built to hide people.
Okay. While I'm stumbling back towards the bar, okay, I'm gonna try and stealth under a table because I'm a small guy. I'm gonna try and hide under a table, away from this human bouncer who's guarding this thing. I'm gonna roll a stealth check. That's not very stealthy.
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna give it to you at 15, but as you stumble below the table, another man comes out from seemingly nowhere and helps you out. Reaches out his hand.
Is this not the bar? I thought. I don't know what to do anymore.
I'll help you, little man. And he kind of tucks his arm underneath you and more like forcefully pushes you towards the bar.
All right, I will. Things are expensive. I'll just have some more. That's probably expensive too. Is it sparkling water?
Yeah.
Give me sparkling water and charge me $15.
Yeah, I mean it's like 2 copper pieces for a water. It's like Not
Jeez.
bad, but everything costs money.
Okay, I will saddle up to anybody at the bar and I will tell them what I found. I'll say, I think I recognize somebody's voice, and also, they're definitely hiding something behind that tapestry. Right over there.
I want to see if is the singing coming from the tapestry? The singing that I can hear.
It is not.
It's
You
not.
can't
Is it
quite.
coming from any direction? No.
It's kind of like everywhere and nowhere. It's
Okay.
ghostly sounding. It's quiet. It's a female voice that sounds sad.
So right now, who else hears it? I said that. Who? So is anybody else hearing this singing but me?
Oh, yeah.
I am.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I thought
Every-
it was just me. I thought.
Okay. Well, what the hell is it?
We're probably going to have to start a fire for a distraction.
No! It's the tavern. I told you guys. That's like half of the.
Oh,
No, it's super great. I'm just baffled. I've never seen anything like it, or heard, I guess.
It's pretty fantastic, as well as this real elvish wine, right? Well worth the money.
You notice Zag is staying pretty far away from any alcohol.
I asked the barkeep, "What else? What else do you have besides this licorice drink?"
Oh, we have the best stew in the realm. We have some stout and wine and ale.
All right, give me a glass of very nice wine. And I try to be as fancy as possible when I say that. You know, something made from grapes. Please, thank you.
Yeah, she gives you a tall glass like Rona's and fills it up, and you can already smell like the just decadence of it as she fills up your cup.
I drink it really fast.
Oh, 5 copper pieces per glass.
Sure, here you go. Not a problem for someone like me.
You're supposed
Another?
to drink.
Yeah, bring me another.
You're supposed to drink it slowly and savor it, Haley. These aren't shots.
Right. But I don't know if you knew that the actual true etiquette is to drink the first one very, very quickly, and then the following ones you sip like a normal human, non-half person.
Right. And remember to stick your pinky out. It makes you super fancy.
Naturally.
She shakes her head and says, "Be careful, it's a lot stronger than you might think."
Okay, well,
All right.
I'm sipping the second one.
All right, let's jump over to Thoroughly. It's actually not hard to find the ladies' hall. As you start to follow them, you feel just like your symbol of Tamora kind of warm. And as you look up, you see a giant in the skyline, a giant gold steeple with the coin of Tamora on the front of it. So once you reach the Elf Song Tavern, you turn and probably just like head over there, I guess, the Ladies' Hall, which is the very north end of the city. You guys arrived the south end, so yeah. And you see that there is it's huge. It's a large temple, and there are women and men running around, and all sorts of clerics in in the hall.
I'm gonna go look for a priestess.
Okay. So, as you enter, the person that seems to be the highest in the order is a gentleman with a large, he's like tall man with the symbol of Tamora around his neck, and you see that he seems to be the high priest. And then there are female uh, priestesses there if you would prefer to talk to them.
I'll go to him.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
We'll say it's probably about afternoon. It took you a while to get there.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Father.
Afternoon.
A friend of mine. He goes by the name of Leosin, at least what he's told me. And said that a sister of Timora here would have answers to a few questions of mine.
Questions about what? And thoroughly roll an insight check.
That's the wrong window. Insight. I'm actually half decent at this, and I'm gonna roll. Oh, I am gonna roll well.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna say I'm gonna roll.
You feel you've been to a few different places of Tamora, and you being a cleric of Tamora, you feel a coldness from this priest that you have never experienced before. He's looking at you at the end of his nose, and his arms are crossed, and as you look around, you notice that many of the people that were bustling before are gone. I don't think you're gonna find answers here.
And why is that, Father?
Because someone else has been fulfilling your prayers. And it hasn't been Tamora. Tell me, son, have you been having dreams lately? Dreams that keep you awake?
Doesn't that happen to everyone from time to time?
Some people. But she wants something special from you.
She. I don't know of who you talk.
Do you feel unluckier than most?
I've always been relatively unlucky.
Do you feel like Tamora might not smile on you like she smiles on others?
No, I do not feel that way.
Well, you may feel you're unlucky, and though you are still faithful servant of Tamora, her sister is very interested in you.
Would I know through my training who that would be?
Yeah, it's a deity named Bishaba, and it is her twin sister. He holds open his hand, and it is
Shava. How do you spell that? Bishop.
He holds out his hand, and in it is a broken arrow with a pair of black antlers on it. and he hands it to you.
I will quietly pocket it. And I'm just going to turn around to leave. What's the inside of this temple like, since it's so big?
It's got like large white columns everywhere. Like there are pieces inlaid with lots of gold, and you see that like as you look around, like there is a beautiful shrine, but yeah, it is suddenly very empty, and it was only you and the priest.
Oh, everyone's gone?
Yes. Or they seem to be out of sight.
Okay, I want to go and then on my way out get one of the columns between me and him.
Okay.
I'm going to Blessing of the Trickster on myself and cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
And Stealth.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Let's roll a sleight of hand check first to see, because you know he's basically watching you leave.
Well, I just wanted to like use one of the columns between me and him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give you advantage then. But imagine like they've heard about you. They've been waiting, and then you walk in. Okay. It seems like yeah. It seems like you may have gotten away with what you're trying to do.
So that would be a 30 stealth.
Okay. All right. So you wait. I'm assuming that you're waiting and
I'm gonna like
okay.
then try to move. Obviously not breaking stealth, but get to more of a corner to wait to see what happens.
So you like it takes a good 5 minutes. You're sitting there pretty nervous. Probably I don't know. I don't know your life. Maybe you aren't nervous. And you slowly hear, like after a good 5-10 minutes, you hear the footsteps of people returning to their business, and a couple people walking, a couple of the clerics walking out.
What does he do?
He stands at the front, and he turns and kneels to the altar and says a prayer and gives a trinket. And from what you could tell, because you were on that insight check earlier, he seemed to be a man of faith, and he seemed to be put off by troubled, what is it, spiritually, not like I just fucking hate you. You know what I mean? Like he just seemed to be very troubled.
I'm gonna wait, like as long as his back is turned. If a priestess comes near me,
Okay.
I want to, if that happens.
Yeah. We'll say a priestess, like one of the clerics, walks past you. Obviously to Tamora. They're all about like, yeah.
I just want to kind of fall in beside them.
Okay.
Sister, you happen to know Phlyers?
Never heard of him.
Thank you. And then I'm just gonna break off and leave.
All right.
Because I'm guessing trying to do this with like it's not happening.
Yeah, I will say that
there's a lot.
Yeah, there's like 30 people there. There's like, okay, yeah. So it's not like it's small. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll make my way back to the tavern.
All right. Mysteries. All right. So, Yeah. You see, when you get there, you guys are probably a few lines deep. What are you all doing at your tourist trap?
I am constructing a plan. One incredibly complicated that I'm going to need everyone's help to do. But I'm going to try something a little bit easier first. I'm going to walk back up to that human bouncer who so rudely rejected me while I was inspecting the art.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to him, sorry, I kind of lost my head before. I'm here to speak with Uncle Gino.
Uncle Gino?
All right. Plan B. I walk away. All right. I go back to Zag. And I say, hey, Zag, how about we...
Sorry, that was for Rosie, not you.
No, it's all good. I know it. How about we take a little break? Let's go up to my room that I've paid for.
Sure,
Wink,
this music's
wink.
driving me crazy anyway.
Ooh, Rosie's mad.
Yeah, I don't know what she wants.
Okay, so we go upstairs, and so I told
Wait,
them,
did you say it to all of us or just to Zag?
just Zag, I think.
Okay.
I just need him for this portion, I guess.
He knocks me out.
You're dead! I've waited all this time. So, you know how to use a herbalism kit, correct?
Aye, very true. Yes, it is something I am proficient in.
Okay. Well, I've got these, and I pull out the mushrooms that I collected inside of that cave, remember? Way back when?
Yeah.
I was told by someone that someone skilled in your trade could perhaps make these a little bit more potent. There's something going on here. Maybe I should tell you what's going on. There's something going on here behind that thing, and I want to find out. And I'm going to perhaps drug some people to figure out what's going on. You could tell me if this is a bad plan, because I'm just spinning my wheels here.
Well,
Do you
Leosin
feel...
and everybody else we've ever talked to has said that we do things a little bit wrong?
Are you telling me that unwillingly or unknowingly drugging people is wrong? Is that what you're saying?
Is
Are
this
you
for the
taking
greater
moral?
good? Hey, just tell. Is this for the greater good?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's. I don't know. It could be terrible
We
for
could
no
just
reason
try
at all.
asking
I'm just
maybe
curious.
we could just ask some questions first, maybe.
They were not very responsive, but then again, I wasn't really asking the right questions.
How about I reach over and I cast Enhance Ability for Charisma on you, and I say, maybe this will help us get some answers. And then I think I have. Oh no, I don't have Guidance. Fuck. Okay. And then yeah, I just do that.
Okay.
And I say, let's ask some questions before we start turning an entire extremely densely populated city against us.
Well, it would just be the bar. And if anything, I'd just give them a good time for the night. But okay, whatever. Thank you for your spell. But seriously.
You're welcome.
But I will still ask you if you will actually just... Because I've been meaning to ask you. Maybe it's a good chance.
I'll hang out up here because I don't want to mingle, and I'll put in like an hour into trying to beef these bad boys up. I don't remember what they did, but I think there were stun spores, maybe.
No, these were like psychedelic mushrooms.
The psychedelic ones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So do you want me to roll herbalism with proficiency or wisdom proficiency or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is herbalism kit a wisdom skill? I don't know what it's based off of.
We'll say that for this intelligence.
Well, balls. So just the proficiency then. Oh, get wrecked!
Ooh.
Natural 20. So
Damn.
I don't know why, I only have psychedelic mushrooms put down, but I have 2. So I'm guessing that would be 2 doses?
All right. Yeah. I'd say that you're using both of your doses on this. Yeah, so it looks like Zag is able to make something out of that concoction, though you're not quite sure its potency.
I trust his skill.
It has been a good hour.
During this hour, I go downstairs and I try and chat up that, I guess, the man who picked me up. I would like to go speak to him again.
All right. Yep. What you want?
Hello, sir. I feel like I was a bit drunk earlier, and it's kind of so cleared my head a little bit once again. And I feel like we got off on the wrong foot, I would say. You have some information, yes, about what's going on here, about what's going on in that back room, and I would like to know.
Nope.
Well, is there anything I can do to change your mind?
For me to look, man, I don't listen to the conversations, but if you want to lend an ear, you'd have to bribe me to look the other way. 500 gold.
I think about pulling my knife once again. All right. Yeah, that's a little rich for my blood. I wonder what Zag's doing right now.
Look, man, people come here for privacy. And,
Do
we
work
gotta
here?
uphold our... Me? Of course I work here. Do you? You obviously don't work here. What are you even doing here?
I am a guest, a paying guest, mind you.
Are you? I haven't seen you take your purse out once.
I have a room upstairs. And it's a satchel, not a purse. That's those are for women.
Hey, we don't have those gender norms here, man. Take your hate outside.
Yeah, they just don't like animals.
Yeah, no animals. They're very
Because I'll hurt their little feetsies, okay? Their poor little feet will be so injured. No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
All right. These mysteries are too expensive for me. Other than burning down this place, I'm running out of, or drugging people. I'm running out of ideas here, guys.
When do I arrive back?
About now, we'll say.
Alright, I'm gonna join Halek and Rona at the table.
Alright. It's a quiet bar to you. You don't hear anything just yet.
So Rona's gonna pull out a silver and say, "All right, you guys, play silvers." And she's gonna start by trying to bounce the silver into her cup.
Ooh.
Alright.
What kind of check do you want me to make? Because I'm sure I'm gonna fail it.
Roll a dex.
Not her cup.
You're trying to get in my
Like
cup.
quarters. Yes.
Okay.
That should be really good.
Alright. Not bad, not bad. You kind of make it towards the cup, but not quite all the way in.
All right, I'm gonna hand the silver to Haley. The goal is to try and get it in my cup so that I have to drink the whole thing.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
All of a sudden.
Haha.
Okay. He does a little bit better, but not quite there. I'm going to say the DC is about 15 for this.
All right, Threely, you're up.
I take the silver
Okay.
Uh-oh, he's gonna cast a spell. I doesn't know he is.
And he whiffs it at the bartender. Nice. Good call.
I cast guidance, and I'm going to then attempt to get it in.
Oh man. Cheater.
7.
You feel like your spell isn't as effective as I was going to start imposing you weird things, but you roll so shitty anyway. You feel like your guidance is not as strong as it could have been.
Really cast guidance. It's pretty ineffective. I'm going to take this over and say, all right, I don't know what that was. I'm going to try and flip it.
Okay.
Now, for the love of Pete.
Oh,
Maybe we should have made the DC like 10.
all right.
Come on, Halick.
Here we
feel
go.
like
This is getting pathetic.
Quarters can be hard, that's why.
It is
That's
super
true.
hard.
Can't be hard.
Okay, I sort of like clap my hands together, rub them together, and I pick it up. I blow on it. I do all the stuff that's supposed to give you good luck. 18.
Yeah.
And then I drink my drink as fast as I can, and I slam it on the ground. I'm like, we did it!
We win, right?
We get another drink over here. I think you to ale though if we do this, and I actually down mine too, and try and flip one last pathetic time into.
Yes.
A whole nother round over.
At this point, we're pretty boisterous, so I don't know if we're making
You
a
hear-
scene.
You hear the door open and the familiar sound of Captain Swiftfoot
Oh, jeez, this
I
fucking
just roll my
buzzkill
eyes.
again.
walking
Yeah.
in.
God damn.
Hello, and you see him walk into the bar, kind of wave, and then he kind of disappears in the back with his first mate.
Hey, Captain Swiftfoot.
Yeah.
How's your day going, bud?
He looks at all of you. And
How can
walks
you
in.
afford to be here? Your shit must be very lucrative.
He comes back out. Excuse me?
Yes, very ludicrous.
You charge such good prices. I didn't expect you to come here. You were so kind to us.
You're all
He's trying
weird.
to say you're poor.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. You're all weird. And
Do you
goodbye
want
forever.
an ale? Come on, have an ale with us. Down.
Ugh. He
Play
shakes his
silvers
head
with
and-
us.
I forget the bartender's name, but I'm just gonna ask for a beer.
He just says, "I have business to attend to, business," and he.
Yeah, business. Stay with us for a bit.
he's like, ah! And run.
I can't resist your charm.
Don't want to. Power of alcohol compelling.
Mm.
I'm not interested in you.
Oh no.
I've got my own life. I have my separate things I need to do. There's nothing to do with you.
Come on, alcohol.
Then why did you conveniently show up at the same location?
Exactly. You want me? Say it.
He rolls his eyes. Fucking tourists. It disappears. He goes behind the tapestry, we'll say.
Well, that was
What?
suspicious.
Hang on, wait.
What is this bullshit?
Hey, where's Dandy? He was looking for that.
Oh, okay, hold on. I've got a new plan. Okay. So,
The man with the plan.
All right. That he was a gnome, right? The captain. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Could I possibly disguise myself as him?
You could try.
Okay.
Just walked in there.
It
I
would be
go
a
up to my
real hard
room.
check. Okay.
Andy, what are you trying to do?
I want to see what's back there. There's
That's
something. Call it gnome's curiosity. I'm very
That doesn't-
interested.
Sorry, I thought I had something that would work on you, but it doesn't.
Are you
Sorry.
just trying to get in the room?
I've seen you change yourself. You looked like a goblin once. Could you maybe make yourself look like that fellow there?
I could make myself look like him.
Okay.
What am I getting myself into?
Hold on. Just one. Well, I have no idea. That's why I'm so interested.
And I will say you've seen a couple people leave from behind the tapestry and come and go, but Captain Swiftfoot is definitely the most notable so far.
Big shot.
I'll give you some coaching lessons on his voice type. He kind of grunts a lot and doesn't say a lot, so I think it should be pretty easy for them to beat him. Might be confusing when there's two of you in there, now that I think about it. All right, fine. This place is too hot. I don't think I can get back there. There's too many prying eyes here.
By the way, did you guys get me a room?
You can sleep with me.
Yes, we got
Okay.
the couple suite.
Awesome.
Dandy.
Yes, I bought the couple suite.
Yeah, of all people.
The heart-shaped bed that vibrates with
Yeah.
magic.
It's nice after a long day of
A
adventure.
low-level earthquake spell right there.
Is there anything? Have I noticed? Probably not, because I've been drinking. Have I noticed anything in common from anybody who has entered or exited through behind the tapestry?
Let's roll a intelligence check.
Okay.
You have to tell me what you roll because I can't see anything right now.
Okay, that's an 18.
You know what? The thing that you really noticed is they were all more than not, there were sailors. Not all of them were sailors, but most of them were.
Okay. So never mind, I don't do this. I was gonna do something stupid. Okay, I go do it. I go up to the guy, and I say, "Ahoy, matey! Just on my way to work back there."
That'll be $500.
Yeah.
You caught me. That was a fun joke I just did, right? I poked him in the chest a little.
Sir, if you're not part of the club, you can't enter the private rooms.
What club is that?
If you need to know, you don't know.
It's the Illuminati. The Illuminati's back there, guys.
Yeah, I know I don't know.
Then
But
you don't
will
need
you
to know.
Tell me. Okay.
If you don't know, then you don't need to know. You either know or you don't.
All right.
And you don't.
All right.
But for 500 gold, maybe.
That's your number for any piece of information.
It's for all of the information.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I do appreciate it. What about if I beat you in a game of quarters?
What about if I beat you and fill your mouth with quarters and you dump you in the river?
Nice.
Escalation.
Please.
Oh my.
Somebody hit somebody.
I get real close to him and I grunt, and then I turn around.
Angry little man.
Oh, that's right. You're not. Oh.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do today?
I go back up to the human bouncer and I say,
Oh my god. This is hysterical.
I will pay you. I will pay you 15 gold, sir. Not for membership, just to send a message back there. That's it. Just to mention my name. And I extend
Your name is only worth 15 gold?
probably less.
Then none of them are interested back there.
He's gonna be so mad when I finally meet him and tell him how disrespectful the staff was to me. I'm very important.
No, you aren't.
While
No.
doing that, I'm
Okay.
gonna go stand kind of against the wall beside the what's it called? The velvet rope or whatever.
Okay.
And
As you stand near it, the second bouncer looks at you. Back up, please.
I take a step away.
Like I was saying, sir, I believe someone back there knows me, and I would be willing to give you 17 gold. I'm sorry, I'm trying to
He didn't
describe-
seem interested in talking to you.
Well, he's changed then. He's changed.
Captain Swiftfoot can't be bothered right now. He's conducting business as the others are, and as you seem to be here on a leisure basis, enjoy your drinks and the beating you won't be receiving tonight.
This is the hardest I've ever tried to get into a VIP room. Okay, this is just crazy.
What are you doing, Thoroughly?
I cast blink. I'm gonna let you know. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so after 36 seconds, I disappear.
Okay.
And in that 6 seconds, I can see everything on the prime material plane from the ethereal plane.
Okay.
And here, within 60 feet.
Okay. You're suddenly on the prime material plane, and you can see and hear. You can hear a soft song of a sad woman. You can see in the area darkness, and it looks like magical darkness, and you see people conducting business. Though you do see Captain Swiftfoot, you don't know who he's talking to. They seem to be talking about, okay, we'll send 8 barrels this way, and
I'll only be there for 6 seconds.
yeah, like you're
So-
kind of looking, and then
Other side of the tapestry that I can now see. Is that within 10 feet of me?
let's see. Yeah,
I wanted
it
to be
would
standing beside the rope, but I took a step away as I was asked to.
You do see that, like, so you could get to the other side of the tapestry, but as you're looking, there are kind of like bouncers in front of each of the doors, and it looks like a heavily like protected area. Maybe not from you, but from something.
Okay, so there are bouncers beyond the tapestry. Is what you're saying.
Yes, yeah.
Then I'm going to appear back where I was.
Okay. Oh, and the strangest thing though is when you go to the prime material plane, you do see a like a ghastly form of a woman with white blonde hair, smiling at you, like the sinister
I give her a
smile.
wave as I leave the ethereal plane, and I'll just use my action to end the spell. And
Okay.
back to the table.
All right.
Wait for Dandy to return.
So,
I do come back with great interest. I want to know what's going on. Tell me everything.
Well, there's more bouncers on the inside. Otherwise, I would have hopped in and then come out and said Captain Swiftfoot needed you.
you all need
to prove that.
To back up and take your seats, and we promise we won't tell Aelith. It's a free service because I can see you're all trying so hard. The bouncer says to you.
I was back at the table.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you guys are all there.
No, I went back to the table to wait for Dandy to come back.
I spend a little longer arguing with him. I just want to give him a hard time, then I'll come back.
Oh, by the way, Rona, really is haunted here.
Oh.
Excellent.
No, what?
So Zach at this point is gonna sort of like, he's like, you know, he's happy he took care of, he got to do his little side project. He was entertained for a little bit, but he's gonna turn to the group and go, were we supposed to meet someone?
Oh, yeah, we were.
Okay, so as you're standing
I think
there,
we were supposed to go to Candlekeep.
This isn't Candlekeep, is it?
No, this isn't. It's kind of on the way.
You're supposed to meet up with a caravan to go to Candlekeep.
Go to Candlekeep.
Yeah. And as you're sitting, you do see some more people leave. And I'll go ahead and, since you're noticing these people leave, you, Dandy, you can roll a investigation check. All of you can if you'd like.
My favorite.
Oh. Now I gotta find my character sheet over here. Oh, yeah!
Okay. Danny and Zag, you notice that there are two large men that walk out of the area that are obviously not bouncers, but there's something weird about their form that's not quite natural. And Dandy, you swear one of them looks familiar, though you're not quite sure why.
Like a person we've fought before, perhaps? Or I think he's a big guy. Like, how big are we talking? Like, over normal?
It's weird about it. It's like he's
Sorry, you cut out?
he's really he's really tall, and his body's kind of misshapen.
Who do we know who's tall and kind of lumpy all over their body?
He's not familiar to me, is he?
No, it's just weird. It's almost like one person is on another's shoulders to you. It's like two men in a trench coat looking.
So
like
I'll
perhaps two gnomes on top of each other?
Yeah. So I'll sort of nudge Danny and say, those fellows are interesting looking.
I will... As they are walking out, I will bump into one of them. Kind of like have my drink in my hand. Whoa, excuse me. And I'm gonna bump
Roll performance check.
it. Okay. Oh.
Oh, wow. As you head over, it doesn't really look like you do a very poor job of faking.
You'd have advantage on this if this is a charisma check.
Ooh, it is.
Oh, it is.
Thank you. I forgot about that. Okay, let's see if it. Nope, it was meant to be. Amazing.
It's kind of like you go over and you just go, woo! And you throw all of your drink on top of this like large cloaked figure, and it glares at you. Get off us, boy.
Do I recognize a face?
On this one, let's see. Roll a insight check.
Okay. Rouse it.
The face is unrecognizable, but the voice is so familiar, and you can't quite figure out who.
I know you. Do you know
don't.
me?
Never met you in my life, boy. Get out of our way.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. I will let them pass, but I'm gonna watch where they're going. I'm gonna watch them as they go out the door, and I guess try and get a general, maybe peek my head out the door and see which way they're going as they leave.
All right, so you peek out the door, and you watch as they walk down the corridor, kind of looking behind them suspiciously, and moving pretty slow, actually, because they're weird. And do you want to follow them? Do you want to roll stealth or something?
Yeah, I'll follow them. They're weirdos. I know who this is. I will attempt to stealth.
Okay. And you almost lose them in the crowd, and they seem to kind of disappear in one of the alleyways. And you manage to catch up to them, and you see as one leaps off the other and tumbles down in that familiar way. And as the one that you thought, the one with the recognizable voice, you're looking at, trying to place who he is, and you see this cane come out, and he kind of whips the others into a line and barks some orders, and then looks back at you, nods, says, "Nice to see you again there, boy." And it's Uncle Gino.
Uncle Gino! I'm gonna go run and go give him a big hug.
Get off me!
Right. Sorry. It's just been so long. I haven't seen you. How have you been? I thought I recognized that voice.
How could you come to me, come to your family like this? You abandoned us in our greatest time of need.
I disagree with that. Well, don't you want to hear what I've been doing? I've got some new tales. Abandon's a strong word, by the way, as I left of my own accord.
You fled from us when we needed you the most. We've been working, giving the money to the poor and the needy, and you left us for some greater cause and family. We took you when you were just an orphan boy, a poor orphan boy, Dandy. And he stops, and you see a tear kind of fall down his eye. And we needed you.
It's true. Yeah, okay. You caught me. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry I left, but I wanted to see if I could make it out on my own, see if I could be the person that I thought I was, and I think I can. I've made it quite well for myself. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that. Is there anything I can do?
He spits on the ground. You've been dead to us for a long time, Dandy. But if you have it in you, we could pull one last trick. We
Well,
consider you back into our family.
well, there's the issue there. I do want to help, but I have a new family now. I'm traveling with a new group, and they need me, and I think I need them as well. I mean, but I do owe you one for
You
leaving so
do.
unexpectedly.
You owe us your life. You know that, right?
This is true. This is true. I've heard it a million times. Dandy, you were gonna die on the side of the road. We picked you up. We saved you from the wilderness. I've heard this story 1,000 times, and I've thanked you. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm being defensive. I'm being defensive. You're right. You're right. I'm in the wrong here.
You are. You are in the wrong. Look at your brothers and sisters. You see that they've watched the kind of like move their makeup off, and you see that it's some of the other dwarves that you tumbled with. Look at your brothers and sisters. Look how sad they've been without you. Look how sad we've all been. Look, I'm using a cane now. I've been so poor and sickly
You're
without
sick.
you.
You're sick. I. This.
Why do you think I've come to this wretched place? To seek medicine.
I don't know if this will help, but I give him a healing potion. I hand him a healing potion. Perhaps this will alleviate some of the pain you're feeling.
Dandy, I went to the best doctor in Boulder's Gate, and they told me these fancy potions won't heal. What I'm dying from is a broken heart. And it happened when you abandoned us.
Oh my god.
He looks down and you see these tears that you've never seen before come from his eyes. His what he always called his your brothers and sisters, or his sons and daughters, they're all holding him up, and he looks so pathetic. So pathetic.
How could this happen? This is all my fault. Okay, all right. I mean, I could maybe help you. I have a druid. He's quite skilled with medicine. You could talk to him. Perhaps he could help you. Do you need money? Is it money? Is that the issue? Do you need...
We need a livelihood. When you left, you took our livelihood away. Watch us tumble tomorrow. We'll be performing in the main square. And we'll talk to you after our next plan to help with this poor, unfortunate family you see before you.
Okay. All right. I see your pain. It's written on your face. That's... All right. I'm sorry to have caught you in such a state, and to have put you in such a state. I wipe some tears.
He holds out his arms open to Andy. I've missed you too. Come to me. A hug.
It's all better. It's all better. I give him a hug.
He gives you a big, long hug, and for a minute you feel that warmth you would occasionally feel with your with him. You know, like the threads of of love you got every once in a while to make you feel like you were truly part of a family. And your whole heart is warm. And then he breaks, he touches your hair so softly and kind of ruffles it and says, I can't wait for you to come back home.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Ridiculous.
This reminds me of another one of our favorite gnomes. No spoilers.
Uncle Gino's a great guy, guys. I don't know what you're... Did you not hear that story? I was gonna die, and they took me in, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure
Just a wee babe.
I am sure they had nothing to do with putting you on that roadside.
Well, who knows?
They may have been the one who stabbed me, but they brought me back.
That makes them awesome.
Look, you guys don't understand, okay? But also... Alright, I guess I'm gonna go back to the bar where everybody's at. Tell them about my awesome experience, and then I guess that's what I'll do.
All right.
And we gotta go see it. We gotta go see an awesome show. Man, I guess I'll cry myself to sleep tonight.
Next
hold
to
you,
Thrilly.
Andy. I'll hold you.
Yeah. I need comforting from Thrilly. I need your healing doesn't heal emotional pain.
I cast resistance, so you can make a better saving throw against sadness. The only time it'll ever be useful.
Did anyone want to do anything else before we? It's just a shortish session, so we can get back into the swing of things.
I'm gonna do what I messaged you.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm anxiously awaiting Rona's return because I am hopelessly curious about what's in that box.
What's in the box?
What's
in the box?
It's a different story, but I'm very, very excited.
All right. Yeah. Anything else?
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. We will meet next Tuesday for another round of this fucking module that's gotten way off track in the best way.
This isn't a part of the module?
No, but we like the character flavor. I think I do at least. Yeah. So we'll talk to everyone on Tuesday, and I think we're gonna try to do for those of you in trial, Thrilly and Zach, if you're up for doing a makeup session on Wednesday, that's the day I'm gonna try for.
I should be good.
Yeah, it should be good. I don't usually have anything else to do, so.
So alone. I'm just kidding.
It's
All right.
Thursday next week for sure that I'm busy.
Yeah, Thursdays I'm usually busy, so. All right. Well, everyone have a good night. Bye,
You too.
stream.
No,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.